Irwin Jackson, 1341 Jackson Bluff. On August 21st, 2009, I wrote a letter to this commission requesting they return the deferred compensation they gave themselves plus interest. Unfortunately, commissioners have chosen to keep the money in defiance of the public, necessitating that legal actions begin to force return of these monies. This single act of defiance and arrogance motivated me to look at the actions of our city leaders. A few public information requests resulted in a picture of self-serving actions that centered around Mayor Marks and his friends, the usual suspects. City contracts with Honeywell, ADE, KMR, and AT&T have been called into question. During the mayor's 9-year tenure, some commissioners, friends, city employees, and too often the media simply looked the other way. The usual suspects went along because the money was quick and easy. City contractors, too many, felt payments to these usual suspects were needed to keep the city contracts flowing. I recognize that some individuals believe that I have been too direct when pointing out the self-serving actions of our mayor. However, 2 years of denial and now months of silence, Mr. Marks has failed to mount an argument against the facts I've presented. I'm also aware that my public exposure of Mr. Marks may create embarrassment and disappointment for his wife and son, and for this I am truly sorry. However, I was simply not willing to follow others who closed their eye in disbelief, were too afraid, or simply not interested to stand up against power and corruption. John Marks' actions should be criticized, not my effort to expose them. A recent decision by City Attorney Jim English to authorize the hiring of a private investigator to find information that could be used against me is quite disturbing. The Tallahassee Democrat said it very accurately when they concluded that these actions resemble nothing more than abuse of power. 60 years ago, my teenage job was to clean out the barn. The smell was awful. I did not enjoy the job. I did not want the job, but no one else volunteered. Unfortunately, all these years later, I find myself called upon again to clean out this other barn we know as City Hall. The Democrat, again, last Sunday, said it best. The time is coming when citizens will have had enough and will demand change, not only in the behavior, but to the people in charge of City Hall. Every tenant should pay attention to that. And in conclusion, I think they agree with me. It's time to clean out the barn. Thank you very much.